everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is so nice to see you today, and I thought I would do something a little bit different today and actually talk you guys through what I have in my little travel carry-on backpack situation that I bring with me on the plane whenever I travel. And so I thought about this video because I just went on a really fun birthday trip. I went to Europe and I went to Copenhagen and Berlin. It was so nice and so fun, but I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit of tips and tricks of my little beauty routine that I have when I go on very long international flights like this. But then I was like, wait, why not just kind of walk you guys through what I have in my travel bag, because I have been traveling internationally a lot the past couple years, so I definitely just have a backpack that is stocked with all this stuff. And in case you're going on a international trip yourself, or any sort of trip really, and you want to kind of prepare your little carry-on backpack or purse, these are some of my favorite things that I make sure that I have with me every time, and I have found that it is very, very useful and very helpful. So what I'll do is I'll go through my beauty routine with you guys first, and then we'll jump into all this other fun stuff that I have in here. So when I go on the plane, I generally try my best to do a really good face wash and everything when I'm at home, and I go to the airport and get on the plane with no makeup on. But sometimes, you know, if your flight is like at night, you've already been kind of out and about. That was the case for me when I flew over to Europe this time. I think my flight was around 7 o'clock, so I did have some lunch plans and stuff like that. So I did go to the airport with a full face of makeup. So as soon as I got on the plane, settled into my seat, got my drink ready and everything like that, what I did was I started off with these little cute little Neutrogena makeup face wipes. I know these aren't necessarily the most green choice. I do try to reserve these for whenever I'm traveling or an emergency case where it is really just really convenient to have these in my bag. Inside this is a full face wipe, so then I just use this to take off my makeup really, really nicely. And then even if you do go to the airport without makeup on, I do recommend wiping your face and making sure it's clean with one of these guys. Maybe if you have a long flight, you want to pamper yourself a little bit, I thought a really great thing to keep in your travel bag are these Milk Makeup Eye Cooling Patches. In one box of these for $22, you get 6 pairs of these eye patches. And so in the eye patches are just going to be really nice and fit right under your eye to kind of keep you hydrated and depuff and things like that. So you can actually do this when you first get on the plane, or maybe when you are maybe about to land in like an hour or so, you want to do this so you can depuff and calm your skin and things like that. So it's kind of up to you when this makes the most sense for you to use. But I think this is a nice little treat yourself moment whenever you're on the plane. I know some women do the full face mask. I don't know if I would do the whole face mask, just because if they come over and ask you if you want a drink and you have the face mask on, could be a little much, but it's totally up to you. But maybe just keep a couple of these in your carry-on bag. That way it could be a nice little treat yourself moment whenever you are on those long flights. But after you do the eye patches, after you cleanse your face with these little guys, I highly recommend using some sort of sleeping pack on your skin. My favorite sleeping pack is the Innisfree Youth Enriched Sleeping Mask. And what that means basically is it is a thicker moisturizer cream that is going to really sit and protect your skin, because being on the plane is so drying. They always have that circulated air blowing, and you really just want to keep your skin moisturized and protected so it doesn't dry out and all that. But this definitely is one of my favorite sleeping masks out there. Just makes your skin super, super smooth. And then another thing is making sure that you top with a lip mask, sleeping mask as well. Again, Innisfree is my favorite one. This is with canola honey, but I have really put in work in this guy. But make sure, again, because the plane is so dry, and really lather on that goodness to protect your lips. And also what I really like to have in the bag is a really nice moisturizing hand cream. I don't know about you guys, but my hands just get so dry every time I wash them. Again, you just want to just protect your skin from drying out. Sometimes I feel like when I fall asleep on a plane and I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like a raisin. I have just been sitting there dehydrating. And so anytime you can make sure that you're just lathering on that moisture, highly, highly recommend. And then one thing that I very much like using when I'm on the plane is a peppermint oil. It's from Sage or Saje, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but it is Saje, and this is the company that does the essential oils, diffusers, and things like that. But I really, really love this peppermint halo action, and it is one, oh my gosh. I was like, why is my headband moving? It is broken. Oops, my head's too big. All right, well, we'll just proceed without that headband. But back to this peppermint halo oil, it is a roly ball action. It's called peppermint halo because they tell you to put it on kind of where your halo would be sitting. So I like to put it especially on the temples, around my hairline, and then also on my back and also the nape of the neck. And there's something about this that just really lifts you, makes you feeling less tired. It just makes me feel more awake, helps with headaches, helps calm you. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes traveling can be super stressful. And then once you're on the plane and you just want to relax and chill and all that. And it is so nice, and you kind of get this like spa vibe when you are on the plane. So highly recommend this really anytime, but especially when you are traveling. Of course, you want to make sure that when you are on the plane that your seat and everything is sanitized and clean. You're going to be chilling there for a long time. You just want to make sure you're setting yourself up for success so you don't catch any colds or anything like that. You really don't know how often they wipe down those planes. So I definitely like to have these wet wipes that I keep on hand. Make sure you are wiping everything down from the armrest, the headrest, the seat belt, anything that you might touch, honestly. So like the little TV screens, the tray that you pull out to eat. If you're a window seat person like me, I like to kind of like lean on that when I'm trying to sleep. Make sure you're wiping down the window and everything, especially the weird viruses and stuff that are going around. Make sure that you are protecting yourself. So I keep these so I can wipe everything down. I also keep these Purell wipes on hand, but I also make sure that I keep a couple of these quick options. Like this one is a really great hand sanitizer spray that I got from Trader Joe's. And then of course your handy dandy Purell gel as well. So keep those on hand whenever you're feeling like you need to kill some of them germs, girl, you know. I also like to keep some Shout wipe on the go wipes in my bag just in case you got, spill some coffee, there's some turbulence, you're trying to drink some red wine, whatever it is, you might want to keep some Shout wipes on hand just in case you need it when you're traveling. And then some oral hygiene tips. Of course, I like to bring some of these little toothpicker guys while you're traveling. It just is one that is in there so you can have those on hand. And then I also keep a little toothbrush and toothpaste action, especially when you do have those longer overnight international flights. You might want to pop into the bathroom to do a quick toothbrushing to make sure that you're going to bed with clean teeth, and also when you wake up before you land you might want to freshen up like that as well. Sometimes if you're lazy like me, I actually go with these little wispy guys. It's so nice. So one end is kind of like a toothpick, and then right here is a little brush, and then it has these little bulbs in there that I like to kind of like bite on to break, and then you just do a quick little toothbrushing, and it makes your teeth and your mouth really minty fresh. So if you want to just do this in your seat, or if you quick toothbrushing when you run to the bathroom, whatever works best for you, but I like to keep these on hand. Also nice to have like a little mini mouthwash as well if you want to do that. Make sure that you are prepared and have some earplugs. So I fall asleep pretty easy on planes. Something about that lull of a plane just puts me right to sleep. But if you have issues, make sure you bring earplugs so you can hopefully get some sleep. Along with earplugs, make sure you bring some sort of eye mask as well. This one says passport to me time. I know, a little bit extra, but I really like this because this was actually on sale on Sephora. So I'll be sure to link this below. But I like that it's silk, and so it'll just be really gentle on your face and won't be leaving any weird marks or, you know, causing any wrinkles or things like that. So the silk will definitely help with that. So make sure you got a little eye mask so you can block out all that lighting and all that. And to help you sleep, make sure you are bringing some sort of neck pillow. Seriously, neck pillow is so necessary. So nice to be able to just sleep. My latest move, I'm kind of a side sleeper, but what I've been doing is I've been actually using it sideways like this, so then I can really lean my head to the side. So highly recommend getting a sleeping pillow or neck pillow when you travel. I don't know what I would do without this guy. And this one's really nice because it clips, and so I just clip it to the side of my backpack, and that makes it easy for me to carry. And then entertainment, make sure that you always have your iPad or something like that. And it's really nice now, like Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever you watch anything streaming from, you could actually download now. So then even when your device is on airplane mode, you don't have Wi-Fi, you can watch your downloaded movies there, and total lifesaver. Make sure you pack extra headphones. So whenever you're on a plane and you might want to use the screen thing too, you have to have one of these headphones that have the auxiliary plugs. Make sure you bring this. I have it in one of these like leather guys, so then it doesn't get all twisted and knotted and things like that. And then also make sure you bring a book as well. This is the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, a nice little fun read. So make sure that you are packing your entertainment essentials. Speaking of entertainment, I also make sure I always have a pack of cards. So whenever you're traveling with someone and let's say your flight gets delayed, or maybe you're just waiting to board or whatever, make sure you have these because it's always fun to kind of play some card games whenever you're waiting around or trying to kill some time at the airport. Another tip is always make sure you have one of these extra battery packs charged and ready to go, because you don't know when you might need some extra battery in your iPad or your phone or something like that. So make sure you have all your charging goodies. I also make sure I have a wall charger in case your seat on the plane has an outlet and you can charge from there. And then make sure if you're traveling internationally, you have the adapters and things like that you might need for wherever you are traveling. I also make sure I have a pen packed. I know it's kind of weird. A lot of people don't travel with pens anymore because what do we really need to write anymore, right? But I always keep one in my travel bag because if you need to fill out like customs forms or anything like that, you are ready to go. And then a couple more things. I make sure I always have some sort of gum or mint, because whenever you're traveling on the plane, I just feel like your mouth doesn't always feel that fresh, especially on those longer flights. So make sure you got some minty goodies to keep your mouth fresh. You know about that. And then always have some tissue on hand in case, you know, I don't know about you guys, but the circulated air and all that just makes my nose really dry, and sometimes I sneeze and nose is runny. So make sure you always have some Kleenex on hand. I also make sure I have any meds that you might want just in case. Like these ones are kind of like day and night allergy pills for me because I just have really bad allergies. Definitely make sure you got some anti-diarrheal meds, you know, just wanted to, just in case, you never know. You never know when you might need it, so better safe than sorry to keep them in your travel bag. Make sure you also have some headache medicine like Tylenol or ibuprofen or something like that, but these are always good to have on hand just in case. Again, you don't want to get sick with all those germs and strangers and dirty plane and stuff like that. So I definitely keep some emergencies in my backpack for my carry-on whenever I travel, so I can have like one of these before my flight or after my flight to make sure that vitamin C, fighting those germs. I also keep some tea in my bag. So these are my little Chinese herbal teas, but I think you should definitely look into some teas that are like individually wrapped like this, so then you can have them whenever you are traveling. Also, I am sure to bring this anti-nausea ginger gum. I oftentimes get like motion sickness, so in case whenever you are traveling on the plane or anything, it's nice to have this gum on hand in case you're feeling a little nauseous or something. And last but not least, I keep these nice handy sacks, hefty handy sacks. It is a bag of 10 plastic bags that you could just pull out of here. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you're traveling, some stuff goes down where, you just have some trash or, maybe your dirty laundry, or I don't know when you might need some plastic bags, but I just like to keep these on hand whenever I'm traveling in case I need it, especially for people who have kids. You just need some extra bags. And I know, last but not least, but actually this is the last item that I always keep in my travel bag. This is a fun little ring light that attaches to your phone, and it has a couple bright settings, like 1, 2, 3 for really bright. But it's just nice when you're traveling with your friends. You might want to take some selfies, but you want to bring your own ring light, so your lighting is always good. And then so it's good for selfies, or if you're trying to take a picture of, like, for example, for me, I take pictures of my food all the time. So then you could have a little ring light for your food shots as well. So hopefully this video was helpful for you, so whenever you go on your next trip, hopefully soon, you can treat yourself on a nice little getaway. But please be sure to check out all these items. I really do find it really helpful to have these in my travel on carry bag just in case, and I found it really helpful, so hopefully you find it helpful as well. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you know when I post my next video. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!